Hello stationery friends, welcome back, and today we are going to be talking about the BUNGUBOX and Esterbrook collaboration. They did this collaboration a couple of years ago or so, and I didn't know about it because back then I wasn't into fountain pens. So I'm so glad that they brought this back because I did see it on somebody else's video where they were showing their collection of fountain pens, and I really loved it, so I'm so happy that this came. I did have to wait a little bit longer because the ink didn't get shipped to them yet, but we have everything. I will show you the fountain pen at the end, but for now we're going to go over the accessories. So this is the blotting paper. And it has the cherry blossom illustration. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I'll probably be using these more than I use the other blotting paper that I have from them. But I just, as y'all know, I keep repeating this every video, I love pink. So this is right up my alley. Okay, we might be using these in this video. We'll see. And then next up is the ink. It has, zoom in here. It has the kingfisher bird, and then this translates to flower. And as this is their signature bottle where it's like not transparent, a little bit foggy. So we'll have to swatch this out to see how it looks like. But probably pretty close to this color, I'm guessing. Okay. And then of course the star of the show is the fountain pen. And it came like this. I did not open it yet. I left my first impression for the for the video. Okay, and then I think this also translates to flower as well, just like the ink. Ooh. Got this. This is just an explanation about all of that. And I tried to pronounce the word for flower in Japanese many times before I started this video, but I do not want to butcher it, so we're just going to say flower. Okay, we can zoom in on this card. It says, in Japan, there are many beautiful words that have been used since ancient times to describe the beauty of nature. Kachofugetsu? I hope I'm saying that right. Flower, bird, wind, moon is one of them. When we think of the word flower in Japan, we immediately think of cherry blossoms, specifically the, oh goodness, Somiyoshinu cherry tree, which blooms beautifully pale pink flowers between March and April. This fountain pen was created to represent I'm sorry I'm butchering this, Somiyoshinu in full bloom. Not only is the entire barrel covered with beautiful blossoms, but you can even see through the converter that is covered in its own pretty pink blossoms. We offer you this beautiful flower that will never fade away. Oh, so it was in the spring of 2024 was the first collaboration. So yeah, it was a couple of years ago. A pretty card too. Oh, and it has even written it in Japanese. That's nice. And then this is usually the warranty card that they give and a converter to start out. Oh, you can even put it in here if you wanted to. Beautiful gold details on the cap and the trim. Whoops. And it has the Esterbrook and BUNGUBOX writing on here. And then the pin has the word flower on it. And I got it in the fine nib. Well, let's see, I think the converter has some details on it too. Oh yeah, here we go. It has some cherry blossom petals. I wish converters came with, well, I know not all, but some come with that little ball so that if you have glitter in here, you can shake it around. But since this is like a high-end pen, it's not recommended to use glitter inks for this. But yeah, it's also some details on here as well. Very pretty pen. So glad they remade this so other people who didn't get a chance to get it can now get it. Oh, and we forgot to look at the details of this by itself. Let's see here. Very nice. I know this pen is like a holy grail for a lot of people, but I really don't have a pen like that yet. This one is nice, but I don't know which one that would be for me at this point in my fountain pen journey. But this one is very nice. There is one more detail I forgot to read. I always forget when I'm opening these boxes. I'm just so intrigued by the pen that I forget to look around. So this one has the pronunciation Kachofugetsu, composed of the 4 characters for flower, bird, wind, and moon. This phrase speaks of the Japanese love for nature's beauty. Included in this phrase is the appreciation for each season and seasonal transitions. This phrase can also evoke the thoughts and feelings occasioned by experiences of natural beauty. This is blank, and then I think this is what they were saying, like flower, I don't remember the order, what was it again? Flower, bird, wind, and moon. Is that correct? So I don't know if they've made these two yet, but I know that they made the bird, which was the kingfisher, and I don't have that one yet. But maybe in the future I will think about getting it. But it is a bit higher priced than this one. I think this one was $225 USD. And they have these like little details inside. Cute. I like how they have this so that in case you don't want to have that foam piece, you can have this or the styrofoam. I think that's it. Next up, we're gonna ink swatch, and this time I'm gonna do it a little differently. I have a card that I'll be using. This is a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. We'll check against the blotting paper if it's close to that color. I like to make it a little bit darker at the bottom of this bottle usually. And then for these cards, I usually stamp a more info thing right here, just so that I can get more details about this ink for future reference. Some details when I write these down, it's pretty obvious, but I still like to write them down because I'm just trying to keep it consistent with the other cards that I have. So obviously this one is a soft pink, but this section comes in handy when there's glitter, because sometimes it's hard to tell what the color of the glitter is when it does have glitter slash shimmer in the inks. But this one's just pretty straightforward. On the camera it's showing that it's like a hot pink, but it's a shade lighter than what the camera is showing. And it really is hard to shop for ink, I feel like, online, because, well, first of all, this one didn't even have a sample, they just had the bottle. But when I usually shop for ink, I do have a hard time trying to decipher if that's the color that I really want, because the camera and pictures are not accurate. So that's why I'm letting y'all know that this one is a little lighter than what the camera is showing. Okay, next up we'll do a writing sample like we always do, and then we'll wrap it up. This time the writing sample is a little different. I'm not using the Archer on Olive notepad this time. I will be using this paper by Nimozine. It's pretty cool because I got the notepad version where you can like cut off half the paper. It's perforated and you can just have like little pages. So I will be using this for social media and just put the writing sample with the ink and all that. I know that this is like repetitive of this card that we just did, but I still like to use the actual pen to try it out with the ink as well. I love that it's like bright and fresh looking, and this pen also doesn't have like the little bounce that the other STs have. It's just kind of just plain, so I don't know if that was intentional or not. But here's the close-up. Oh, and we forgot to compare this color with the blotch paper. Let's see. Get the smaller ones. Oh, it looks like it's not the same. This is darker, and what you see on the camera is pretty close. It is showing a little bit darker for both things, but not by much. Here's the sample card also, or not the sample card, but the ink swatch. Yeah, definitely. Again, this one's showing darker than it actually is. It's slightly lighter. That's okay. I still love it. Give me all the pink. And here is the overview of all the items that we got. Of course, my favorite item is the pen. It's a tie between the ink and the blotting paper, but I do love the illustrations on here. It looks like it's the same artist, and Nozak. She also did the other series that I have with the turtle and the scuba diver and the bee series. I think it's pretty clever, the way that they presented, or the illustration on this one, because they featured all 4 of the icons that they mentioned on the side of the box and in this paper. Yeah, I think that's pretty clever, but I wish there was some sort of like indication of which one you have, because if you get the Kingfisher one, it's like, well, which one? If you had 2 boxes, it's like you wouldn't know like what the difference is unless you read the side of the, you know, sticker label that they have. So I kind of wish that was probably, oh, and then I guess you could tell maybe from this part, but what I'm trying to say is that the icon should be a little bit more prominent maybe, or maybe has a little bit more color to it. I don't know. Maybe you can just tell from the characters, the Japanese characters. Overall, great collab. I'm excited I got to purchase it the next round that they have. And let me know what's your favorite. I'm pretty sure all the comments will be about the pin. And I hope you have a great day and see you in my next video. Bye!